There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the Name. Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino is the Name, and in this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about the game of money. That's right. There is a game. Money is a game. Like this whole system out here, how to get money, how to keep it, how to grow it. I look at it like it's just a game, right? Like it's a life game. It's a serious game, but like it's nothing more than just a game. And so with any game, you need to know the rules of the game. If not, then you will then if you don't know the rules of the game, right? Let's say you're playing basketball and you don't know that the object of the game is to shoot the basket and to stop somebody else from shooting in their basket, right? If you don't know that, then you'll let them shoot in the basket and you won't try to shoot any shots because maybe you think the game is to dribble around and pass the ball back and forth, but you never score and you never play defense. You don't play the game because you don't know the rules. You're playing in the game, but you don't know the rules to the game. So you can't really be very effective. And it is the same thing when it comes to money. If you don't know what the rules are to the money game, you won't really get any money, right? Like you won't have any assets, you won't have anything to pass along to future generations. You won't earn very much of it. You just won't be very effective when it comes to receiving or getting money. So first, we need to find out what the rules of money are, right? How to play this game out here. There's a lot of people who don't use debt, and there's nothing wrong with not using debt. You don't have to use debt, right? You do not have to use debt, but it helps to have good credit if you want to maybe purchase houses or things like that. Even including say education, right? Like education can help you in the game of money. It all just depends on, what your situation is in the game, I guess, in the game that you're playing, right? Like if you choose a career path where you don't need a degree, then that's great. You can play the game without having to have a degree. If you are going to play the game that the majority of people are playing, then it might help you to have a degree if you're going to be an employee, which most people are or whatever. So if you're going to start a business, you're going to play the money game that way, then maybe you should do something different. Maybe you don't need a degree or whatever like that, unless that degree is like you're becoming a doctor and you're going to have your own practice. See, it all just depends, right? But when you're looking at it and you say, okay, well, what are the rules? And you start breaking down the rules, and you start looking at credit, like, because let's say we're talking about the rules of the money game and different ways to be effective in the money game, right? And of course, money should be received and you spend less than what you earn, right? So that's kind of one of the major rules of the money game, right? And then you start looking at how to reduce, I guess, interest rates on things that you have to pay back, or how to invest in things using other people's money or whatever. So it's so many different things. It's so many different ways that you can play this game, but it's still primarily just a game. So that's a way to simplify it, right? But if you don't know the rules, again, you're going to end up not very effective, and most of us do not know the rules. And the reason why I'm even making this video is because I was watching, unfortunately, I hate to even admit this, but I was listening to a Clubhouse conversation between Roddy Rich, WAC 100, and somebody from Roddy Rich's neighborhood. Forgive me, I do not know his name. It's not my fault, okay? So the guy was basically saying that Roddy Rich is not is not like a part of the Crip gang or whatever that he claims or whatever, or that this guy's from, because he's supposed to be from the same neighborhood or whatever. And so it was basically like some Crip guys who was with Roddy Ricch helped push him forward to, they held him down when he was coming up. And this guy saying he ain't really from the neighborhood. He don't even come around here no more or whatever like that. And so Roddy Ricch is saying, have you ever touched $1 million before? And the guy was like, no, I ain't never did that. And he's like, bro, I be buying shoes in the neighborhood. I've been doing this. I've been doing all these things. I've been giving back to the children in the neighborhood. I've made sure people are straight. I've helped guys get lawyers, all kind of stuff. And so the guy was like, well, you don't come back here. We never see you. You never gave any money to the real ones, like the guys who like really out here in these streets or whatever. Like, you don't give back to the community. And he's like, bro, I give back to the community. I may not give back to you, I guess. Well, I guess he's saying he hasn't received anything directly from Roddy. And so Roddy Ricch was like, yo, I made $20 million this year. I'm not supposed to be standing out there on the corner with y'all. Like, why would I do that, right? And so there are people who get this whole money game confused, right? And I'm not referring to that guy, but there are people who I know personally who are still, I'm from the hood, so a lot of people that I know, when I have these conversations with them about certain artists or entertainers or football players or just guys who from the neighborhood who got money and then they didn't come back. And so they'll say, oh yeah, but look, buddy can't even go back to his own hood. Why does that matter? Like, who cares if he can go back to his, why should we care to go back to our neighborhood? Listen, if y'all hear anybody say that if you hear somebody say, yo, Casino, he can't go back to Tallahassee. He grew up in Tallahassee, in Frenchtown area, and he can't go back to Tallahassee and stand around the Frenchtown area. So, even whether or not I could or couldn't, I definitely don't believe I've ever had any issue going back and standing around in my old neighborhood or whatever. But I'm not trying to go back and stand around in my old neighborhood. It's not something that I want to do. No, I want to go to Dubai. I want to go to Abu Dhabi. I want to go to Egypt. I don't want to go back to my old neighborhood to prove to people who don't have anything going for themselves that I can go back to my old neighborhood. Like, what is that? What is that? I don't live there. Like, I'm listening to guys argue on Clubhouse who live in Vegas, New York, Atlanta, argue about being able to go back to their neighborhood in California or wherever, or Florida. I'm hearing guys argue, grown men, 40, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, arguing about can they still go back and stand on the corner that they stood on when they were 15 and 16. Why? What part of the money game is this? Get you some money, elevate your situation, and move on with the rest of your life. Why are we still trying to prove that we can go back? If you hear anybody say, I can't go back to my old neighborhood, let me know so that I know not to go back to my old neighborhood, because I don't even know that there may be people, you see what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even know if there are people who are harboring feelings towards me going back to my old neighborhood. If it is dangerous for me to go back to my old neighborhood, I don't need to go back. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. While they calling you soft or whatever like that, you take care of your kids. That's what you should be doing. You should be focusing on that. I don't know what part of the game that is where people are willing to die to go back and stand on a corner when they millionaires. I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, they're arguing and this and who cares? Those people, hopefully most of your neighborhood is gone already, okay? Most of those people, hopefully they've already moved on with the rest of their life. And the new people who are in your neighborhood, they should know you anyway. They should know you. I mean, unless you're going back and you giving to the community or stuff like that. But just to prove you can go back and hang out with other guys who from the hood who saying they real killers and stuff, like, why are you What part of the money game is this? Get you some money, find you a stable situation, invest, build assets, grow your situation, whether or not you're using debt or whether or not you're just saving up money and using your own money, whatever that is, spend less than what you have coming in and try to invest for the future. That's what you need to be doing, all right? Whatever can increase your probability of winning the game, the money game, do that. Whether or not maybe you should drop out of school and focus on your business that's making you $50, $60, $70, $100,000 a year, and the career that you may get when you get your degree may pay you less than that. Maybe you should focus on your business. Maybe that is the best move for you, and vice versa, right? Like, did I just say vice versa? Vice versa. Like, whether or not it's better for you to get your degree and become a nurse, a doctor, accountant, or IT professional, or a chiropractor, whatever it is. Maybe that's the best route for you, but you need to play this money game. And when you start coming up out of those, when you start elevating your situation, don't go back to the neighborhood to prove that you can go back and you can still be a gangster. That is not part of the money rules. That's something else. I never understood that. I never understood why. I'm saying, I'm from the neighborhood, so I don't want nothing from none of that. I don't want nothing back from none of that. I did my time out there. I'm cool. I'm cool. Like, I'm straight. Like, I've elevated and I'm moved on, and I still got people there and stuff like that, but I tell them to come see me. I ain't trying to go back. No. Anyway, if you're finding the value in this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Anyway, right now you're watching Casino Is the Name, and we are out. Hey, yo, what's going on? Right now you're watching Casino Is the Name, and if you wanted to know how I started my trucking business, I have an ebook called Big Shot, Hot Shot Volume 1, Own Your Trucking Authority. It's a great book, 5-star reviews. The link will be in the description below. Go get that. Yeah.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Me and her together, we just counted up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she said, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap. Say you want to be successful. Well, what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I called the Bus and Basic Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough. There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name.